Today we're going to work on a feature called Clip Captioner. It's going to be a file drop where we're going to drop in a video clip and it will send it up to our server to get captioned. So this is something that a lot of other video programs already have implemented into them, but we're going to have it as part of our Social Streamline suite of tools. You could also notice that it could be a tool that could be its own standalone SaaS, which I will get to in a later video. Let's jump in and have some fun. So we're going to continue on and we're going to add in a new page. It's going to go somewhat here. We'll see what the AI does, but we're going to call it Clip Captioner. So Clip Captioner, as you can tell probably from the name, is going to be a file drop, much like what we've had before. And people are going to be able to drop in clips onto this file drop. It's then going to display those clips. And then there's going to be a bunch of settings for the types of captions that we want to be able to put onto our movies. So I have a prompt here. We're going to give this to the agent. It's quite a bit. It just kind of describes what this Clip Captioner page is, what it does, and then we're actually going to be using our no-code architect toolkit for this type of service, and we're going to leverage this to actually make this service and build it out. So again, this is something that Stephen Pope has put together and that his community has worked on, and I have this deployed to a server on Google Cloud. I've talked about this in a previous episode, but I probably mentioned a little bit again, and I encourage you guys to check out Stephen's videos on this. So the service is working, and I do have a video here that I got back, but the captions are super small, so I need to make sure that the settings are being sent in. So I have that prompt going here right now, which I just kind of put in that settings object that we see here on the documentation page, even though I gave it the URL, and it did build out a decent UI for all of this: basic, style, advanced, and this replace, which is some rules for like ums and uhs. So we can say like find replace with empty string. So it just kind of takes those out. I need to test that a little bit further, but it didn't get all the settings right and it's not sending them up. So we need to fix that, and that's what I'm working on right now. So I put that prompt in, which is kind of, like I said, putting that JSON in there. But I'm pretty happy with the results so far, and the service does work. Also, I'm very happy that I don't have to transcribe the video. It does it for me as part of this service. So that is pretty sweet. Leveraging this service, we are going to get this cooking. I did do some additional prompts on this, thinking that the settings were not being sent in, and the AI is being, assuring me that they are. I did some font changes because I actually went into the logs and saw what fonts were being actually loaded into the program. And the kind of classic caption that you are probably used to seeing in TikTok and other things, at least what I've been seeing, is this one. So we've got that going here. And for right now, for what I want this to be, I think we could ship this. What would be really cool is to kind of make this an all-in-one feature, right? To be able to have some selections for whatever video clips you drop in, and then have some selection fields. Yeah, this one needs to be captioned. Yeah, this one needs to be transcribed. Yeah, this one needs, all of that. And then you could do that per clip, have it auto of course, transcribe, but then also do auto title and description, and then be able to say like, yep, I like this description. Nope, I want to edit this one for TikTok, LinkedIn, all of that. So to me, that's kind of where I want this kind of Social Streamline product to go and how I want it to look. So I think that would be pretty sweet. Now that's a handy feature, and it came together very quickly. I think this episode, as short as it is, really capitalized on the fact that how quickly things can come together using these tools. Be sure to jump into my free school community, codelesscollective.com, and you can pick up the code and follow along with my community there. Looking forward to seeing you in the next episode, and jump in the comments and let me know what you'd like to see next.